to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt.
Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a wife, and today we are doing a productive, busy day in the life of a mom. I have a lot going on today. The kids are at school right now, except for my youngest, Tristan. And I'm gonna pick up Grayson. We're gonna go to the grocery store because we need to get groceries, and I wanted to wait for him because I wanted to give him the opportunity to help me pick out some snacks for his lunches, because he, like, you'll have to let me know if your kids are the same way. It's like he'll love these snacks for a few months, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere he's like, I hate them, I don't want this. So every now and then I will just bring him back to the grocery store just so he can kind of show me again like what snacks he wants for his lunches. So I'm gonna wait to pick him up to do that, and then yeah. But I figured, by the way, if you're new here and you like motherhood content, lifestyle content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I always keep it real, raw and honest over here. So if you like that, hit that subscribe button and stick around. I try to keep my videos very like motivational and uplifting. So anyways, all right. So I figured since I'm going to be getting ready for the day that I would show you guys like updated, makeup routine, basically like my daily makeup routine, because I've changed a lot up. I'm in my mid-30s and my skin, my pores, everything is different, right? Everything is different. So I cater to that now, and I've gotten a few compliments on my makeup and, you know, how well it looks and everything like that. So I figured, you know, why not show it in a vlog? So I'm wearing Flutter Habit lashes, which are kind of loose. Like this one's loose, this one's a little loose. So tonight I'm gonna take them all off. I've been wearing this set for 2 to 3 weeks now, and I just glue the pieces back on as they come off, which I could still probably keep doing that. They're not in bad shape, but I really just wanna like kind of start fresh. So I'm going to take them off tonight. I just used coconut oil and let that sit on there for a little while to break down the glue, and then I'll put a new set on. I'll get in the shower, really scrub my eyes, since I'm not, like, I wash my eyes, but it's just, you know, I'm gentler around that area. So I like to take them off every so often and get in the shower and like really, you know, scrub that area. But I won't be doing like serious mascara today. She barks at everything. But yeah, so let's hop right into it. Okay, I can usually do this makeup routine really fast, especially with having the lashes on. I can usually get it done really fast. I call it like my quick everyday makeup routine. But we are going to start off with chapstick. I love the chapstick hydration stick. This is like my favorite right now. You always want to start off with chapstick too, especially if you wear foundation, because if you get foundation like a little bit on your lips or whatever, it comes off easily with the chapstick. I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I'm almost out. I'm like literally at the bottom of the barrel. But I always do, I have to do eyeshadow primer, otherwise my eyeshadow is like all over the place by the end of the day. So we go in with that, and then I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. putty primer. This is the matte one because my face is a little oily looking because of the retinol cream I use. Hydrates my skin very well, but it hydrates my skin to the point of where like sometimes my skin by the end of the day looks oily, especially because I also live in the South, so it's warm here. But I just use some of this and put it all over my face. I go ahead and just kind of like put my powder brush on my eyelids just to kind of like make it so it's not so tacky from the primer. But I'm just gonna go in with this palette, and I honestly just go in with one color. I go in with this color down here. Just something simple to kind of even out my skin tone on my eyes. Nothing crazy, not trying to like do a dramatic, you know, eyeshadow look. Don't get me wrong, I love a good dramatic eyeshadow look, and I do that for like, you know, date nights or like going out or whatever, but just for like the day-to-day look, I usually just go in with something simple like this. Keep it very, very simple. But I find that if I don't do some type of contrast like on my eyelids, I don't know, I just don't like how it looks. So I started doing this like a year or two ago, and I just love how it looks. And then I just go in with this like little color right here, like the kind of like skin toned color, just to kind of blend it all in. So there's no like harsh lines or like, you know, so it blends right in. Now that that's done, I'm gonna go in with this Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer. And I just do just a little bit on my under eyes to cover up those dark spots. No, to cover up those dark circles, you know what I mean? Just get a little bit in there. I do one side at a time because I find that it dries a little faster than I would like. So I try to get to it before, you know, it really dries in there. So I do one side of my face at a time just so that I can make sure that I'm really getting it in there really well. So I love this stuff. It really conceals very well. And I have to have something for my under eyes just to like kind of, you know, my eyes, I definitely am, you know, I've never really had dark circles until recently. So I'm very blessed for that. And I feel like they're still not that bad. They're still very easy to hide, but you can tell the difference, like just a tiny bit. That's it. That's all it takes. So I'm going to do the other eye too. All right. But before we move on to the other eye, we are going to put some highlighter on just right here, like at the height of my cheekbone. And I go ahead and just dab it right in. I bring it up just a little bit over here, kind of shine this whole area, like this little area of my face, this little C, like where the sun would kind of like naturally bounce off of you. I try to use a lot of cream products too to help with, because as you get older, your skin becomes more and more dry. So I try to use a lot of cream products to keep my skin looking fresh and not so dry and cakey or whatever. I'm gonna go in with this now. This is from Honest brand, and it's just a cream blush. Just take a little brush and kind of dab it on. It looks a little crazy at first because it's gonna fade because of my foundation powder. But I just go ahead, put some of that on there. And now that my concealer has kind of set in there, not yet, baby. Now that my concealer has kind of set in there, I'm going to make sure I get everything out of like the creases and stuff, because you want to make sure that you don't have like anything caked into your creases when you set it, because if you set it like that, it'll set with those creases. So I'm going to do that, and then watch out, baby. And then I'm going to go in with this Essence Banana Powder Brighten Up. I love this stuff. It's super inexpensive too. And I just take this little brush, dab a little bit in there, and just set it. You want to go light. You don't want to be doing it like the girls that are in their 20s, because, you know, you got to go light. If you go too heavy, it's going to look so cakey with, you know, our skin texture as we get older. Less is better. So I'm going to now do the other side, which you don't, it's a waste of time to show you because you already saw how I do it on this side, and then we'll go from there. Yes, baby. Okay, so I finished the other side. I also forgot I have this like healing pimple on my face. So whenever I have something like that, a blemish, whatever, I just go ahead and put a tiny bit of concealer on it. I let the concealer dry before I really mess with it. But yeah, so that's how I hide like little imperfections on my face. All right, now we are gonna go in with some more highlight, and I'm going to I like to do my nose, I like to do the tip and just a little bit of the bridge, and then my Cupid's bow. That's like my favorite area to highlight. I don't know what it is, but I just love how it looks whenever it's like bright. But I just go ahead and I use my finger for a lot of these things if I can, just because I feel like my finger blends it the best, to be honest. So I like to have like that little dab of highlight on the tip of my nose. I love using this liquid highlighter. I don't even think I showed you guys what this was, sorry. This is the Tarte. It's Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand is what it's called. But I find that when I try to use a powder highlighter with like my dry skin and stuff, it just makes it honestly look kind of like cakey in that areas. With that and it being liquid, Mom, I find that's mascara, baby. I find that
for your eyes,
for your eyelashes. But I find that it just looks better. It looks more of like a illuminator, I guess is the best way to put it, than necessarily like a powdered highlight. I don't know how to explain that any better. But yeah, so there is that. Now we are going to go in with bronzer. I love the Physicians Formula butter bronzer. I've used this stuff for years. I love it. One of the other notes that I've like been doing more recently that I learned on TikTok actually is when you do your blush, stick at the high part of your
what you doing?
Cheek. That's what it is. The high point of your cheek, and then when you do your bronzer, stick right below that, like right above. See, we used to go right there, right? That used to be the go-to spot. But now at my age, they say if you want to lift your face, do a little line of blush right here and a little line of bronzer right there. So that's what I've been doing, and I definitely think it makes a difference. And I like it. I put some on my brush, and I kind of just squeeze it a little bit, put the bronzer on my brush, squeeze it a little bit, and then put it kind of in that area. And sometimes I'll just kind of like blend it right out too, just a little bit, nothing crazy. Sorry, the lighting's going in and out because I'm just using the natural light from the windows, but nothing crazy, just super simple, something to lift my cheeks a little bit on their own and give me some color there, you know.
You do these up?
Yep, I'm gonna do those ones next. And then I take a little bit more and I just go ahead, watch out Tristan, mom life, this is what it's like trying to get ready every day. This is why I do a quick makeup routine. But I go ahead and just do my forehead just to give it that like sun-kissed look. Yes, Tristan.
I need chapstick.
You need some chapstick?
Yeah.
All right, let me see.
Look,
come here.
my good has to be.
Good job. There. I'm gonna go in with this Bare Minerals foundation powder. This is like their old school stuff. I love it. Because it gives me a little bit of coverage. Obviously, I don't need a lot of coverage. I don't have like a lot of, you know, like I don't have rosacea or anything like that. Sometimes my skin does act up, but right now it's good. So I can do something light. So I just do a little bit in the lid and go over my face with it. I get the matte one because once again, like it's hot here in the South. So my face gets a little oily pretty quickly. Here because of it. Like if I was in the north, I could not. Like if I lived up north back home, like I'm from Connecticut if anybody didn't know, if I was up there, I could not with like my skin issues. In the cold, it makes my skin even more dry. It makes my skin act up. I wouldn't be able to wear matte, but because I live in a warm climate and typically like my sweat pores or glands or whatever are like activated more, I can get away with wearing matte and it actually works out better for me. So I just put that all over my face. I've got him right here. I've got Lola jumping on me. Like this is literally real life. If you have little kids and you don't get ready like this, like how? I guess I could wake up early in the morning, but honestly, Tristan is in bed with me and the second I roll out of bed, he gets out. So there is no like doing things. There is no doing things without him. But I'm gonna go in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder duo. It's just this little thing. This is an expensive brand, but this thing literally will last me for a very long time. A little bit goes a long way. And I just go ahead and put some brow powder on my brows. My brows are microbladed, but you can tell they're kind of fading. I need to go back in and get them touched up. When I get them touched up, I usually just use like a brow gel because they're well enough touched up to where I don't really need a powder, but I just lightly go in with the powder. I'm gonna do it off camera though because it takes me a hot minute and I need to get closer to the mirror. Okay, brows are done. I always stick with the same shape of my brow. I just kind of darken them up a little bit, I guess. I'm gonna go in with this Honest brand mascara. There's a primer on this end and then there's mascara on this end. I really like this. I got it at Target. I was using it before I put these lashes on. I like it overall, but I'm only gonna put it on my bottom lashes since I have the lashes on my lashes. I don't need mascara. Thank you, baby. Can you scoot over a little bit? But I just lightly put it like one little coat on the bottom ones to make them stand out a little bit. All right, guys, that is my whole makeup routine. Pretty simple. Like I said, I can do it very fast, especially with having the lashes on. Like if I need to be quick, I could definitely be quick. I am done with doing my makeup. But yeah, so that is what I do. It gives me a very like natural, not cakey like look. I still look like I'm wearing makeup because I'm wearing makeup, but it's just a very light, like, I love how this looks, how simple it is, how quick it is. So that's just what I do.
Makeup.
I will try and link the products I use down below if anybody's interested. But yeah, so we're gonna go get Grayson here in a little bit now.
Yeah.
Not as much as the stars. We had a good run. Don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies. Yeah, promise I won't forget. Yeah, maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter.
All right, we just got back to the house from picking up Grayson. We're gonna hop in the car now and we're gonna go to Food Line, which is a local chain grocery store around here. We're gonna go there, get some groceries. I will take you guys with us, do a little shopping with us, and then I'll show you guys what we got afterwards. I'm not really sure what I'm doing for dinner tonight. It's kind of all up for, I don't know. I might get some takeout on the way home. I'll probably have to pick up Colby on my way back from the grocery store. I might get some takeout, I might not. I might cook a frozen pizza, I might cook a meal. I haven't decided yet, so just along for the ride. So let's go to the grocery store though and get the groceries that we need because we are literally, I mean, we're depleted right now. You'll see when we get back.
Not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. We gave it all we had. It's time to say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's call it a night, and that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. So baby, bye. It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here right now before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this does. Ooh,
All right guys, we are finally back from the grocery store. I got all of the groceries in the house. We ate McDonald's tonight. Just ate real quick, and now we're going to go over the grocery haul. I'm just gonna show you guys what we got at the store. I didn't grab a lot of things. I just grabbed basically what we needed, and I didn't go in with a list. I should have, I did not. So I grabbed like a lot of things to complete meals for things that I already have to try and use up what I have. And then just like the basics of what we needed. So not a huge grocery haul. The price of everything though, it feels like it was a huge one. But I mean, it's a decent size. It's just not like, this isn't like our weekly grocery. This is like odds and ends for the week from what we already have. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what we got, and then we will put everything away and clean up downstairs before we head upstairs to do bath and bedtime. We have some Chips Ahoy Chewy cookies, cinnamon rolls, fruit punch, juicy juice, apple juice, Pop-Tarts, some more Pop-Tarts, apple juice. We got some of these chocolate covered granola bars, confetti muffins, brownie muffins, variety box of chips, some Cheez-Its, mini Oreos, hot dog buns, chocolate syrup, Smart Food, apples, Alfredo noodles, a tomato, noodles, some little potatoes, crackers, sour cream and chive Ritz crackers, a head of lettuce, some yogurt, creamer, and lastly, toilet paper. All right, that's everything that we got, everything that we need to get us through the next week. We are going to put it all away now. Tristan's already ready to have a yogurt. He's gonna have a yogurt since he's ate his dinner. And I am going to put all this stuff away, even though I have no desire to. And then I'm not gonna clean up too much down here just because I'm gonna film a cleaning video tomorrow. So I'm gonna do bare minimum, but I'm gonna go ahead and at least get the table cleaned off and get the countertops cleaned off, and then we will head upstairs.
I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. You're far away and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your
our love songs. I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing.
Tristan is in bed and already fast asleep. We separated the boys tonight because Tristan was very tired because he got up earlier than usual today and he doesn't take naps anymore. So when he gets up too early, he's just, by the end of the day, he's done for it. So I went ahead and put him to bed about 30 minutes early. So he took a bath, he's in bed, we read a book, he fell asleep within 5 minutes, if even that. And now Grayson's in the bath with Chris. Well, he's not in the bath with Chris. He's in the bath and Chris is keeping an eye on him and taking care of him. He's gonna get him to bed. I got Tristan to bed, he's gonna get Grayson to bed. But I'm going to get this makeup off my face, get some coconut oil on my lashes to get them off, and then hop in the shower and call it a night because I got up earlier than usual today too and I'm tired. I have a busy day ahead of me tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and film a cleaning video. It's going to be a pretty big one because my house is trashed right now. So I'm gonna have a long day of cleaning and filming tomorrow. I also want to get some editing done. But yeah, so gonna get to bed early tonight to get that done. And you know, I'm gonna take some time tonight, get back to comments. I've been keeping up with them pretty well. I mean, I'm never fully caught up because it's just almost impossible to be, but I've been keeping a steady pace with them, which I'm proud of because it's hard sometimes. It's really, really hard sometimes to keep up, which I'm not complaining at all by any means because I love reading the comments and chatting with you. But sometimes it's just really hard to like catch up on all of them, or I catch up on all of them and then a video goes live and then, you know, there's a lot again. So it's a cycle, but I feel like I've gotten down to a pretty good routine to where I feel like it's attainable to keep up on them more so than what I was before, if that makes sense. So definitely feeling better about that. But yeah, there isn't really anything new going on. I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day. We don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. If we do, it's like very low-key, like, you know, little chocolates or something like that, but nothing big, nothing like, we don't spend a ton of money or anything like that. We just keep it very simple. But I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day. But yeah, there's literally, I don't think is anything else I could talk to you about because my life has just been pretty boring lately. Just been working nonstop and whatnot. But I am going to show you really quick the lashes that I use before I sign off. Okay, these are the two that I have right now. This one is the one I have on my eyes. It's called the Original. I kept wanting to call them the Classic, but they're called the Originals. And these are the ones I use. I don't use all of them because my eyes are small, so I usually typically don't use all of them. I actually threw away the extra ones on here because the way I cut them last time, but this time I'm gonna try. Last time I had seen somewhere that somebody like cut these into smaller sections and they said they felt like it was easier, but honestly, because I wear them for so long and I just glue them back on, I feel like it would be easier to have you know, less sections, so I'm not going to cut them again. But these are the originals, and then these are their newest collection called the Weightless collection. I got the number 4s, which are technically, I believe they're called, I think they're cat eye. So these, I did try one eye, but I was struggling with it, and I gave up and just went straight back to these ones, because I'm still just learning how to do it. So I feel like I've gotten it down pretty well now. Like I definitely still have a lot of ways to go. Like I still have a lot of work, but I feel like I've gotten it down pretty well. I'm going to try this one again tonight and see if I can get it on and get it to work or whatever. But these ones are supposed to be like lighter because the band is smaller, but you can kind of like see the difference here. I guess it would be better if I flipped it upside down like that, huh? But yeah, you can kind of see the difference here. So it's just a tiny bit fuller. But I liked the fact that like on the inside, like this one is kind of all one length, and then this one on the inside, it you know, gets shorter. So for the cat eye look, so we're gonna give it a try and we shall see. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, I hope you hit that subscribe button and stick around, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.
Show me your love like it is, bend open my heart like your face.